Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Man at YouTube with another tutorial paint review on the premium line of Model Master lacquers. These paints are metallics and are to replicate real metal effects on certain scale items. There are two types of paint, metalizer buffers and standard paint. The difference between the two is the buffing one does not have a clear resin that self-seals the paint and can be sheened up by scrubbing it with a cloth or cotton wool, then sealed with its own product or something else. We'll be using this product but touching on the other ones as well. Fortunately, this is an English product and quite available. There is instructions on the rear. We'll be going through that and in more detail to get the finish presented in this video. Also, furtherly, the reason why I did purchase this is I could not buy my personal alternative alclad gunmetal due to availability. I found the price of the Model Master equivalent is equal by buying the equal amount to alclad, which is 2 bottles. Priced as a premium paint and in line with the best in the industry, it will be interesting to see if it holds its reputation against alclad on a finished model. First note to add is the consistency is quite watery and is pre-mixed with thinner to be added straight to an airbrush. This paint cannot be hand painted whatsoever. Being lacquer based, general purpose lacquer thinner can be added if it does dry out or just to fine tune it for the use of your airbrush. The pigments are extremely fine within this product, though definitely requires a decent shake and stir for a minute or so to get it free flowing and an even finish. When trying to achieve a perfect metallic finish, it's very important that the model is absolute perfect and clean of seam lines and imperfections. May involve a few coats of primer and putty. It's also very important that your airbrush utensil is clean and well maintained. A quick washout and clean of the needle is highly recommended so there is no cross-contamination. Water and lacquer does not mix, so make sure that the water trap and tank is empty. The sweet spot for airbrushing would be dusting it on lightly, thus a low PSI where it's not spitting, between 10-15 PSI, increase when necessary on test piece. Preparations of the pieces you're about to paint, it is best to have the whole coverage painted in one go, so mounted on skewers or suspended somehow, free of dust, grease, clean if necessary, primed beforehand, and a gloss black undercoat. Tamiya enamels is ideal as it can withstand lacquer on top or Mr. Hobby lacquer undercoat. Airbrushing notes: with buffable paints, you only want to add 1 or 2 coats. Keep about 1.5 fists away and lightly in a tight spot, not wasting paint dust on in an even surface. The rest of the sheen or the finish of the product will be after the painting stage. For the non-buffable paints, the finished result after airbrushing is what you'll keep on your model. So for a very vibrant, bright finish, you may want to dust on a couple of coats. So once 1 or 2 coats is painted and dried, you can pull it out and paint it a few more times for a deep mirror finish. After 2 hours drying, the lacquers dry very quickly. It'll look like it's sort of powder coated on with a matte finish. With the use of a cotton wool bud, a cotton rag, microfiber cloth or a polishing cloth, which you can buy specially for modelling, very lightly, not too much force, rub it and buff it neatly across the entire surface until you get the desired sheen. Model Masters is rumoured and known to take a while to polish to get a super shiny finish for some who like a dull finish. Never touch with your hands until it is sealed. With some comparison photos, I will show you what it looks like in the different stages. With this first picture, to your left is just the black overcoat, and to your right is the Model Master gunmetal airbrushed and dried on. In this image we have two buffed pieces in various stages, and it is quite a pleasing finish. It is important after this stage to seal the pieces in a clear paint. Model Master does come with its own product, though if you use something else, it is important to do in very light coats with excess thinner added to make it or force it to dry as long as humanly possible. As long as the coats are very thin, and there is plenty of thinner, there should not be any reason why the clear paint will fog up. Once you have your mirror finish and untainted clear applied, we are done and free to ink, add decals and apply more clear coats to create a deeper sheen if desired. Putting it next to the other pieces which I've painted in alclad, I was quite surprised and extremely pleased with the finished result. The pieces snapping together will all uniform and blend together, so I'm going to write it off as Model Master being a fantastic product, and if you're not in reach of alclad, it is quite suitable and enjoyable to use. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, please stay tuned for the finished review of the kit in question, and also future tutorials and content on this channel. Catch you next time.